Hey everybody, and welcome to Why I Love Everything. Today we are going to be talking about why I love the Mars rover, specifically the one that just landed on Mars today or yesterday or something like that, and pretty much why I love Mars, space, all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to start us off by telling you guys a little bit about the Mars rover that just landed, the NASA InSight. It just spent the last 7 months traveling through space to get to Mars, traveling at a speed of around 12,300 miles per hour. It's pretty crazy. So when this thing got to Mars, right, has its own AI technology that programs itself to land, and it's very tricky maneuvers that it has to go through in order to land in a safe manner. The NASA actually refers to this period in which it's landing as the 7 minutes of terror, because that's approximately how long it takes for it to land, and it's very stressful time at the NASA place for them. But in that 7 minutes, it slows down from 12,300 miles per hour to 5 miles per hour in 7 minutes. About as long as it takes for you to get up in the morning. It goes from that incredible speed and then lands super gently on Mars's surface. Only about 40% of these Mars landings actually are successful, which is kind of crazy that we send these things all the way through space and they get there. They might not even make it there, but they do get there 40% of the time. It actually traveled 300 million miles, which is absurd. Just to even think about traveling 300 million miles. It's just absurd. So actually, Mars has two other rovers that have made it safely to Mars, and they are called the Spirit and the Opportunity. Which the Spirit I think went out of commission a couple years ago or something like that. But the Opportunity is actually still recording data for us at Mars, which is pretty crazy. It's been there for about 15 years now, and it's still going. Insight is going to actually be able to explore the interior of Mars, which is something we have never been able to do before. It's going to be able to tell us all these new crazy things that'll help revolutionize how we think of planets in our solar system and how we can look at planets in different solar systems and all these crazy things that we're just going to learn from it. It's a whole new planet. It's got a whole different gravitational pull, all these forces acting on it. I'm very excited to see what the Mars rover actually pulls up because I'm super interested in all this kind of stuff, sciencey kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's actually going to explore the interior of Mars through seismic investigations, which are it has these type of radars inside of it that can track seismic activity on the planet and like map it out and see how it's affecting other things. It also has the ability to calculate geodesy, which is a certain type of branch of mathematics which deals with shape and area of portions of planets. And it also has a lot of heat sensors in it, so it'll be able to track the heat transportation flow throughout most of the planet, wherever it's exploring, and all these kinds of things, which is really cool because it's something that hasn't really been we haven't sent something to Mars in a while, and it's really nice that we sent something there with a lot of updated technology that can do all these new things that we're never able to do before. So I'm really excited to see what this thing finds there. But I didn't really tell you much of why I love this thing. I just wanted to give you a little bit brief description about it, let you know what it is if you haven't already seen it in the news or anything like that. But the reason why I love it so much is because I am a complete science space dork. I am obsessed with all this kind of stuff. I mean, just I'm gonna put some pictures of space stuff just so you can see like how amazing it is if you've never watched space stuff before, like all these different planets and stars and stuff in the sky that we can't really see with the naked eye, that you have to use a telescope or other things to see, are extremely fascinating and amazing. They are just absolutely breathtaking to look at. But who really hasn't been like fascinated with space and like all the unknown? That's why I love this so much, because we're going out there and we're exploring the unknown. We don't know what we're gonna find, and I'm really excited to figure out what we do find, because this is going to be a major breakthrough, hopefully, in how we look at planets in our solar system and planets in other solar systems, and really tell us a lot when we're trying to prepare to send astronauts on future missions and all that kind of stuff for the future. So, really excited to see what the Mars InSight Land Rover picks up, and I really do love that thing. Can't wait to see it again. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with more random things I love every day. So stay tuned.